Welcome to 4-Minute Phonics. In this video, we are going to practice making and taking apart contractions that include the word not, like the contraction don't. It is important to remember that contractions are a way to quickly combine two words into one. The first word in a contraction usually stays the same, while an apostrophe takes the place of the missing vowel in the second word. Remember, there are no spaces in a contraction. To make a not contraction, typically we will keep the first word the same, then we will add N''T onto the end. Be sure there are no spaces. Now let's put some words together to make contractions. We'll do a few together and then you'll practice some on your own. Here's the first set of words. We see is not. To make a contraction, we know we typically keep the first word the same. So first we'll use is. Then to replace not, we need to add on N''T. So the contraction for is not is isn't, like that isn't my toy. Here's the next set of words. We see will not. To make a contraction, we know we typically keep the first word the same. So let's try using will. Then to replace not, we add on N''T. Hold on. Willn't isn't a word. This is one of the few exceptions where we do not use the whole first word. Instead, we will start with the letters W-O. Then we'll add on N''T. So the contraction for will not is won't, like he won't do his homework. Great, now it's your turn. What's the contraction for could not? Couldn't, like she couldn't make the soup. What's the contraction for are not? Aren't, like the petals aren't on the flower anymore. What's the contraction for have not? Haven't, like I haven't got any eggs. What's the contraction for did not? Didn't, like he didn't watch where he was walking. Nice work! Now let's take some contractions apart to see what words they come from. We'll do a few together and then you'll practice some on your own. First, we'll separate shouldn't. If we take N''T off the end, we can see should must be our first word. We also see the N''T following. What does that stand for? Not. So the words that make up shouldn't are should not, like you should not talk during the test. Now let's separate can't. If we take N''T off the end, we see CA and N''T. But CA is not a word. This is the other exception. The first word in this contraction ends with the letter N, but we didn't need two N's in the middle. So you'll have to remember that the first word from can't is can. Then we worry about N''T and turn it into the word not. So the words that make up can't are cannot, like I cannot believe it. Great, now it's your turn. What are the words that make up wasn't? Was not, like the cow was not eating grass. What are the words that make up doesn't? Does not, like the washing machine does not work. What are the words that make up wouldn't? Would not, like she would not eat the carrots. What are the words that make up hadn't? Had not, like he had not thought of that. Great job. Thanks for all of your hard work. Keep practicing making and taking apart not contractions.